Hello, hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. Today we are gonna make, what are we making? A pocket or a pouch. I was like, what? I was filming a couple videos today and just forgot where I was at. Alright, but before we jump into that, you are on Tony's Witchy Arts and Crafts, and I'm Tony. Hi, hello. Alright, we are going to do, because it was requested by someone, the pouch. We're going to make a pouch. And it's a really, really simple one. So we'll do that, and then we'll take a break from these and go back to card making and maybe a junk journal. Then we'll swing back to these ones later towards the end of the month. Okay? So that's where we're at. And look guys, I filled in my November. Which November, I'm going to focus on making stuff out of my paper scraps because my box is getting overfilled again. And I really need to focus on that. Because by the end of December, I'm hoping that my paper scrap box is half empty. So I can start a new year with a non-overflowing box. So yeah. Alright, the pouch that we're going to be making today, yep, and I already, this is what it looks like. I already turned it inside out. Okay. So it just looks like that with a little yarn tie. Okay, really, really simple. I just turned it inside out so you can see that. Yeah. Alright, so what you're going to need is a needle and thread. Okay. You're going to need some yarn of your choice. You might need a paper clip. I will tell you why later. And you will need I think this was, you will need a 7 by 10 square of fabric, okay? So that's all you're gonna need for this project, okay? And then at the top here, you want to mark it at 1 1/4. Okay, see that? Can you guys see the line I drew across? Okay. You're gonna need that because that is where we're gonna fold it downwards. Okay. So the front of the fabric is gonna get folded down. See how the front of the fabric is folded down, so you can make a kind of like a pocket for the yarn to go through. Okay, so that's what that line is for. And now, so what we want to do first is get this yarn put in first. Okay, and you can do it 2 ways. You can put it through now and then sew it as it's in there, okay, which I find it easier. Or you can sew this down first and then tie your yarn to one of these paper clips, and then you can just wiggle it through like you're threading something through. Okay, I've done it both ways and I like sewing the yarn in. So I guess I'll do that first. My thing that I like to do is I like to put a little bit of sticky tape at the very top here. And I hope that I'm explaining this okay for you guys. This 2-sided tape is just a temporary thing. It helps keep the fabric down because I don't ever do a whole lot of sewing, so I don't have tiny little stick pins to hold the fabric down as I'm sewing it. So I learned this tip from another friend here in Boise is just to put a little bit of tape down to just a temporary hold, and it holds the fabric in place for you. So I thought that was so cool. Okay. So we're gonna do that. And now, before I stick that tape down, I'm gonna find my yarn here. Let's see. And in this one, we did something fun and we picked 3 different colors to match the colors in the fabric here. But I'm just gonna do 2 strands of the same color. I'm gonna stick with purple. So I'm just cutting my yarn right now. Okay, I got 2 pieces here. Now I'm gonna tie the ends here. And then I'm gonna go to the other end and tie its end. That side was a little longer, so I'm just gonna trim that off a little. Okay. Now we're just gonna stick that right there. So we're gonna stick the yarn right on that line, and then we're just gonna fold this over because you don't want that tape to touch your yarn. Okay. So you want to make sure that the fold line is right where you marked. Okay. And what I mean by fold line is when you fold it over, you want it creased right there. So to help me do that is I put the yarn right there on that fold line. Now, some people have made the mistake and they fold to that line. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, don't put your end on that line. You want to go past because you want that to be your top of the bag. Okay, so just like that. There we go. Okay, so that tape is going to keep that down for me, and I'm just going to sew right across. And now I have to thread my needle one more time because I forgot to do that. So give me one moment here. I prepare my thread and needle. So what kind of things do you guys like to do on Sundays? Just curious. I guess it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. I love coming in here and crafting. I really do. It keeps me from going crazy. You know what I mean? Alright, so I'm just trying to tie a knot. There. Alright, got my needle threaded. and then I just tie a knot in the end of my needle, or in the end of the thread. Okay. All right, so we want to go through the back first, and we start on one end. Hope I'm in frame. Okay. And you just want to go just a little inward and start right there. Okay. So your needle's going to come out the other side. Okay. Just pull it all the way through. Just pull it tight. Okay. It might be a little hard. Okay. See where I'm at here? And then we're just gonna do, I think about a quarter inch stitches, okay? So we're gonna go back through. Okay, hold on, I'm getting all tied up in my thread here. Okay, I know my fabric is dark and my thread is dark, but if you can see that, it comes out here and goes back in there. So just like a quarter inch, okay? And what we're gonna do is, we're gonna come back up. We want to come back up the top in the middle of that stitch because we're overlapping stitches. See? Mine's a little crooked, but it's okay. Okay. And each time you come back through, you just want to make sure that's nice and tight. Just give it a slight tug. And then go back a quarter inch. Keep moving forward. Okay. Make sure that you're not sewing your yarn down though. I've done that before because the yarn dropped down too far. All right. Can you guys see that? All right, I'll do this a couple more times and then I'll pause and finish the rest of it, and then I'll come back. But I just came back up through the middle. Make sure you don't sew your yarn like I just tried to do. That's why some people like to thread the yarn through last, because it gets in their way. All right, so I've done two stitches. Now I'm about ready to do 3. Okay, here's my third. Okay, just pull it tight. And then that third stitch, I'm just going to come back through the middle of it. Okay. So each stitch you're making, you're overlapping it. Okay. Okay. See how it's looking? Like it keeps overlapping, keeps overlapping. Okay. So I think I might stop here. I'm going to sew it all the way across. Okay. Before I let you go, I'm going to do something real quick here. So when I come up through the top the first time, okay, I'm going to go 1/4 inch and go back through the back, right? So it's kind of like that. And then when I come back up to the top, I'm coming in. When I come back up to the top, I'm coming in the middle of that stitch pretty much, okay? And then just 1/4 inch over again and go back through, okay? Kind of like that. And then when I come back through that stitch, it's gonna kind of look like that. And then 1/4 inch over. Okay, so that's kind of what, and then I'll come back through that stitch and then 1/4 inch over. Kind of like that. It, when you're all done with it though, it'll look like one solid line. It doesn't curve like that. I just did that so I could show you how it's overlapping. Alright, so I hope you understand. Alright, I'm going to pause here and I'm going to sew that all the way across and then I'll come back and show you the next step. Okay? So, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, guys. Alright, got that. I got that sewn all the way across. Can you guys see? When you get to the end, just tie it off in the back. Okay, there's my little knot there. Okay, this is what it looks like in the back. Okay, now we're going to want to fold it like that. Okay. And I think I'm going to do the same technique that I did with this fold over with the tape, so it holds it in place for me. So, yes, you want to put the tape on the front because we need to fold it over. You just put it right on the very edge here. Okay. And here on this edge, you only want to put it, because we're not going to sew this part here. We're going to just go from here down. There we go. And yes, this two-sided tape from Dollar Tree will stick to fabric. You just gotta boss it down really good so it sticks to the fibers. The tricky part is just trying to get it to grab one of those edges and get it to pull up. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna fold it over. Okay. And you want to line it up. Stuck to me. Okay. Yes, you want it inside out, because when we're done sewing, we'll flip it. We'll flip it inside out. Okay. You're gonna want to put some fresh thread. Wow, I just had a brain fart. Rethread your needle with some fresh thread. Okay. And we're gonna start at the bottom corner. We're gonna go all the way across the bottom and go up to the top, and we're gonna stop right here. Okay. So I'll start you off one more time. And for this part, it doesn't matter what side you start on. just want to start in that corner there. And then you just want to go like a 1/4 inch. Make sure your string is tight. Okay. So it kind of looks like that. If you have a fabric that likes to fray a lot, I would just put just a little bit of glue on the edges, let it dry first, and then finish sewing. This one frays a little bit, but not too badly. I'm not worried about it. Okay. Can you see how I came back up kind of like right in the middle of that stitch? I hope the camera's picking it up. I can't see what you guys are seeing right now through the screen. And then I just go a 1/4 inch over. See? And then I come back up through that one. And then just go a 1/4 inch over. Okay. Make sure the stitches are tight. And then I come back up through that one. And then just go 1/4 inch over. So I'm gonna pause now, and I'm just gonna do all the way around, okay? And then I'll be back. Okay, I am back. Alright, I got that sewed all the way across the bottom and all the way on the side, all the way up till that mark right there, okay? I'll show you. Okay. And then I just tied a little knot in my thread right there, which I think I might do it one more time. Alright, so that's what it looks like so far. Alright, the moment of truth. Here we go. We're gonna flip it inside out. Okay. Ta-da. There we go. What do you think? I love it. And then look, take your strings and pull them. Okay. I made mine a little long, but then you just open it. And these are good for your tarot cards. Okay. And then see, we flip this one back through. These are good for spell bags, herbs, oh, what other things? My daughter plays D&D, so she wanted me to make her a bag for her dice. So yeah. Tarot cards, runes, dice, herbs, spell bags. I mean, you can use these for all kinds of stuff. All kinds. So yeah. Let me know if you have any questions, if you were able to follow the tutorial. Okay. There we go. So I hope this was easy for you. Just let me know, okay? Alright, I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy your new pouch that you just made. Depending on what I use them on, I will definitely smudge it first, you know, and just kind of bless it so the bag is ready for whatever I, you know, put in it. But that's it. It's done. Ready to use. All right. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.